What's good? Will Freeman, revolutionarylifestyledesign.com, talking about the official release of the RLD Brotherhood. So, you're an ideal candidate for our Brotherhood if you're a six, seven, eight-figure entrepreneur. If you're not there yet, I still love you. Just watch my free content, check out the courses until you get your money up, and then you can come join us. You're high IQ, you believe in a higher power, ideally, not necessary, but ideal, you're at least agnostic or believe in higher power, and you're agreeable and polite. Okay, so our brotherhood is a good fit for you if you are worried about the rollout of the, let's call it, large reboot over the next decade. You can see here, I've highlighted the actual word. You're worried about CBDCs, social credit, smart cities, inflation, higher taxes. You recognize that this might be the last decade, the last window that you have to get free over the next decade. You're worried you don't have the right investments to protect you over the next decade. You're worried you're not living in the right city to protect your physical security prior to the rollout of this large reboot leading up to 2030. You're worried you don't have enough international bank accounts, residencies, and passports. You're worried that you don't have an international network of guys to help you if you need it. You don't have any successful bros, on every continent to meet up with and give you game on the local landscape. The lawyers, accountants, people you need to know in each region, power brokers, things of that nature. You're struggling to find a group of like-minded, successful, high IQ, let's call it truth-pilled bros. You're worried you don't have the right connections with lawyers and fixers abroad. You're worried you don't have the right information on how global politics affects your security. You like money Twitter, business Twitter, things like Zero Hedge. You might be a member already of some, crypto Telegram groups, some, high, high-minded political groups that are talking about the wealth landscape internationally and how it affects you. You feel alone and isolated because all your old friends are sleepwalking normies and you don't have anyone to talk about real shit with. And you don't want to join other networks because they aren't curated or screened properly, and that the group chat is mostly degenerate, low IQ guys flexing and shit posting. No disrespect to other networks. There's a lot of value for young guys or guys coming up and things of that nature in some of those networks. But I'm not joking when I'm saying 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneurs. That's the only guys that are in here. These are past clients, current clients, and entrepreneur friends I've met over the last decade. Since I started RLD in 2012, I've been living abroad since 2014. I've built up quite a network behind the scenes, and all of the guys in that network are screened to be there. They're screened to be agreeable. You don't have to worry about, being insulted in the group chat, and they're screened to be successful, high IQ, intelligent in regards to business, wealth, expatriation, and there's a certain amount of brotherly love in our network that you might not find somewhere else because they've all been connected through me. I know all these guys personally. And that curation is what makes this a bit different than perhaps some other networks. Which leads us into who we are as the RLD Brotherhood. So, as I said, our brotherhood is stacked with 6, 7, 8-figure entrepreneur clients and friends. We include owners of banks, tech moguls, VCs, poker players, traders, service business owners, online celebrities, real estate investors, owners of engineering firms, owners of legal firms, owners of currency brokerages, and many other winners. Okay, so RLD was established in 2012, and the network I put together in conjunction with my team is no joke. Also, everyone's nice, respectful. If you've been watching me for a while and you like my vibe, I'm exactly like this in person, and all my guys are nice as well. Like attracts like. So the age range is 23 to 50. The vibe is agreeable, brotherly, yet intellectually sharp. You don't have to worry about low IQ losers posting about the girls they banged or their dumb entrepreneur business ideas. Okay, this is a winners only circle. Okay, I know that sounds a bit harsh, um, but I've really tried to make this exactly what my guys want. And from the feedback I got from my clients and friends, that is what they do not want in the group chat, where it's you know bragging about this, bragging about a girl you got, um, you know, the guys who are just starting out in business coming in, leeching value, coming up in with, I have an idea for this drop shipping site or whatever, and our guys don't want to be involved in that kind of a group. This is high minded stuff only, and we're very particular in the screening for that. But once you get inside, you can freely post. You don't have to worry about being disrespected. You don't have to worry about your feed being clogged up with, unproductive garbage posts, tons of memes, all that stuff that's really not going to help you move forward. Lastly, unlike some other groups, we advocate our guys to keep a low profile. No disrespect to other groups. Stay under the radar. Not talk about Fight Club. Follow the laws of the land. There will be no liabilities LARPing their way through our group and bringing down potential problems upon the heads of people in our group. Um, everything we do is legal. Everything we do is follows the laws of the land, and our strategy on how to survive and thrive and navigate over the next decade is staying under the radar and being cautious about what's posted on social media, being cautious about what's said openly, being cautious about the platform that we use for the group, which we'll get into later on. All these strategies so that you can continue to max out your health, wealth, things of that nature, and not have to worry about a potential problem 3, 4, 5 years down the road when the social credit system is implemented, or when problems with your payment processor, problems with bank accounts, things of that nature. And if you know, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So what we're about. So number one, how to survive and thrive the incoming new economic world order. We're not political. We're not mobilized in any type of way for any type of aggression. We are merely a survival and thrival tribe of entrepreneurs. Many of us are expats. Some of us are still in North America, who want to make sure that we can take care of our health, wealth, physical security, and continue to live a lifestyle of freedom and abundance over the next decade. In addition to, continuing to exponentially grow our business, grow our income, grow our net worth, grow our network, grow, the amount of friends we have internationally, and not just survive, but to thrive in, perhaps the most, revolutionary time in history in terms of the exponential growth of technology and the way the world's changing. And this is not the time to sleepwalk through life. That's what we're about. Number one is being able to not just survive but thrive over the next decade. For you, if you have children, to be able to take care of your parents, to be able to have, take care of your girlfriend or wife, or to be able to have the dating options you want, things of that nature. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, high level global political analysis and how it affects your wealth and security. I still hate politics. The guys in my group like talking about it, which is cool with me, because there is a certain amount of international political talk that does affect wealth. It also does affect, for example, which countries you're able to get easy residencies and visas in, the landscape of the local country. For example, Ukraine was an expat hotspot for a while ago. But within our group, we could see the writing on the wall 3, 4 months before, the war broke out, that, hey, if you were in Ukraine, it's not a good idea to be there, right? And for example, we keep an eye on the rest of Eastern Europe to see, if any of the conditions change in that regard. Um, Number three is high level investment in trading, which I consider gambling. I was a professional trader. You might have read the article. Still consider it gambling. My guys love to talk about it. Game on equities, gold, crypto. So I think the best of like Money, Twitter, Zero Hedge, Telegram groups, um, and just because that the trading and crypto and things like that might not be my personal philosophy, there's a big want for it within the group, and guys are perfectly free to talk about it at length. We've got a high level game on real estate investing. Still not a huge fan of that unless you're at, I don't know, you're sitting on 2 or 3 mil or something, and you're um, you can put 500, 600, 700,000 real estate and still have enough liquid cash to be good, and you're reinvesting your business and stuff. But we have that in there. We have high level business game. Um, if you like Dan Sullivan, if you like Hormozy, if you like these types of guys, that's the kind of business game that I like. BTC investment and protection. So we've got a whole PDF on cold wallet storage procedure, how to travel with BTC, how to make sure that you have maximum protection. You're upgrading the hardware every quarter. Physical gold investment, protection and storage, where to buy internationally, where to store, how to sell, how to make sure you're buying from the right firm where you can, call up and sell on spot and quickly, um, you know, convert that into cash if you're interested. Where to store, multiple storage options. Um, Basing up bank accounts, residencies, properties in Southeast Asia. Same in Latin America, same in Eastern Europe, same in Dubai, same in North America. Um, I've lived in all those countries with the exception of Dubai, although I have a business there. I'll be going there shortly. And we have guys on all continents, including those continents, including in Africa. So it's no joke. When we're talking about that stuff, that is something where, myself or my team either has direct experience or we have a client already over there, um, boots on the ground with the game on that type of stuff. Uh, Also includes guys in North America and how to survive and thrive in that environment. And our North American guys have their uh, strategies as well, and meeting up with each other. Strategies to get your income up. There are potential deals and business partners once you've been vetted, assuming you've got something of value. It's not something where a guy can come in and just start you know asking for investment, but we do have that. Not only that, you can reach out to me directly, and I can pitch your deal to my network if I think it's good enough, um, which I've done, multiple times before. Helped clients exit their business. I've put clients together in business partnerships, things of that nature. Group meetups by region. So right now that's self-scheduled between brothers in the group. I'm not saying that's facilitated by me, but it might be. And if I launch a mastermind, that's something that I'll include the members of the group in. Um, but I've had multiple clients, many clients come visit me in Thailand and in Georgia and in um, Bali, where I'm now, in Mexico. Um, it's a tight circle. So it is not unlikely if you're in there chatting every day, developing friendships, which you will be, for you to be able to fly out and meet someone in really every continent on the planet. So we've also got privacy, security, and OPSEC strategies. Um, how to protect your privacy online and the proper procedures for that. Which expat service provider to use if you want to get visas, residency, second passports. I've got some game on bank accounts and things of that nature and can help, and our team can help. But if you want to have someone handle all the operations, I know exactly who to put you in touch with. We also talk about global events affecting your wealth and physical security and how to play them. For example, had you been in Ukraine, you would have been warned in our group, 3-4 months before the the word broke out that, hey, maybe you might want to get out of there. How to plan for the coming social credit system, central bank digital currencies, AI smart cities, global wealth tax, that is coming, high inflation. Any one of those things is a huge event. I mean, have you looked into central bank digital currencies? This is changing the entire nature of money as we know it. And I feel like I've got a pretty good game plan for it. And that's something that we do share in the group, let alone making sure all those other aspects and areas are handled. Which currencies are falling apart for you to geo arbitrage by moving there? Like, for example, you know, um, Argentina becomes a hotspot because the currency falls apart. It's something that you become made aware of in the group. Which cities are the new hotspots for the current year, based on safety, currency arbitrage, weather, dating options, things of that nature. And lastly, how to protect your physical security at home and abroad. Um, whether that's hiring security abroad or knowing the right people, knowing where to stay if you're traveling, right? If you're going to Colombia and Brazil, if you're just out there like some backpacker, you can easily get yourself into trouble. Instead of hopping into the group and asking our guys, where do I stay, where I'm going to be safe, type thing. Um, and how do you secure that physical security over the next 10 years, assuming there's probably going to be a fair amount of chaos in this large reboot transition here. And again, this is not a political organization in any way, shape, or form. This is merely just a group of guys together internationally to make each other wealthier, healthier, more protected, and develop brotherly love. What we're not about: illegal activities, entrepreneur ideas, bragging and flexing about the money you make and your lifestyle. Okay, everyone here is successful. Bragging and flexing about the girls you have been, let's say, intimate with. Okay, everyone here gets women, and it just clogs up the chat with bullshit. Negative aggressive posting towards other brothers. Covert disagreeability under the disguise of playing devil's advocate. Value leeching without contributing. I mean, you can disagree, right? In moderation, but you know, ultimately, the tone of the group is sort of like if someone posts a bunch of things you don't agree with, you just don't respond, and that keeps the group very smooth and comfortable, and you don't have to worry about let's say you're posting a financial idea that you found from Twitter that you think is intelligent, and other guys coming in and attacking you and making you feel less than. Um, all right, so what you get lifetime access to our Signal group. This is a one-time fee with no recurring membership charges. Once you pay, you're in our network forever. We don't leave our brothers behind. And in our Signal group chat, we talk strategically every day of the year about maxing out our income, net worth, security, lifestyle options, and expatriation. We don't take days off. We use Signal instead of Telegram because it is safer. It doesn't collect data on you. The only thing it collects is the date of the account created. No phone number, no contact list, no message recording, nothing. If you're serious about privacy, OPSEC security, Signal is the only app to use. That's why we use it. What happens when you join? You pay, you get an invite to our Signal app group, and you're immediately auto-approved. If you don't have Signal, you download it, decide what your Signal profile name is, you get the invite and introduce yourself, you get to stay in our network forever. We survive and thrive together, communicating strategically on a daily basis over Signal. We pray for the normies, NPCs, and non-members, but we know that it might be hard for them to make it over the next decade. And then you go ahead and thank yourself a decade from now for joining up. Unless you act like a dick to our brothers in the group chat, in which case we ban you for life without a refund. I've not had to ban anyone. I've not had to issue a refund yet. Hopefully I never will. And you get some corrective messages prior to that. But if you're aggressively disagreeable, we will remove you from the group. So number one, how our brotherhood will help you. Number one, money, help you earn more income, multiply your net worth through making the right investments, protect your wealth, um, level up your business. You also have the opportunity to find business partners, investors in your deal, guys who can get you access to credit potentially. Number two, survival. Help you, people you care about, survive and thrive in the new economic order. If you can't get your money, investments, and security right in the next decade, you and your family most likely will be permanently fucked. I'm not exaggerating. The game has changed post-pandemic. We all need to be in the top 0.01% globally to survive and thrive. That's my opinion. And the top 0.01% globally is not the same as in North America, right? I'm talking about at least multiple seven-figure net worth on the path to hopefully an eight-figure net worth, because who knows what eight figures is going to be a decade from now with the inflation the way it is. Number three, expatriation. Through our global network, you'll find insider information on expatriation, how to build local networks, which service providers to use in each region of the world, brothers that are in each region of the world, visas, residencies, passports. If you ask within the group, you will surely find someone who, has good information on what you're looking for in that regard. Number three, fellowship. You'll be able to experience brotherly love and true fellowship with like-minded men. Already through my introductions, my clients and friends have met up independently on every continent, Africa included, with the exception of Antarctica, or, um, partner with each other in business, invested with each other, live together in exotic destinations, and build what I hope will be lifelong friendships, of which we've already had many over this last 10 years in revolutionary lifestyle design. Number four is knowledge. If you stay with us over the next decade, um, I'd be willing to bet you'll 10x your strategic knowledge on business, wealth, and expatriation, and security. All my coaching clients, in my opinion, have felt that way. In addition to the guys that I've put together, and I think you'd ideally experience that same result if you join us and you stay active in the group. All right. So how to move forward. So if you're interested and you qualify and you're watching this on my sales page on revolutionarylifestyledesign.com, just click the payment link below and join our brotherhood today. And if you are watching this on YouTube, you can go down and click the links in the description, or just head on over to revolutionarylifestyledesign.com/brotherhood. You can scroll through the text and perhaps read through this again for yourself. Scroll down to the bottom right here, click join the brotherhood, and hit us with a one-time payment and join the brotherhood forever. That I'll be in there myself. I'm posting there every day. My close brothers who work with me on my team are also posting in there daily, 7 days a week. I don't have an obligation to answer questions in there. As the group continues to grow, that might not always be possible, but I do answer questions asked to me in the group, especially if you tag me in the group, be it on business, wealth, expatriation, travel and lifestyle, security and privacy, what you need, introducing you to people. If you're asking for stuff like through the network, I can go outside of the Signal group and message my clients and friends directly. Really do my best to add value and stay active in the group and provide as much value as possible. So with that being said, if you are interested, would love to have you in the group. Either way, appreciate your time watching this video. Hope you found it helpful and wish you all the best. God bless you, and I will speak to you soon.